dark. This is Cullen the cat coming in for his close-up. No, just the back of your head. We're doing some psychic readings. If you want one, send me a text message. I would love that. 818-437-0886. If you're out of the United States, WhatsApp me. 1-818-437-0886. All right, send me a text, and we're going to get to readings pretty quick because I know I'm late, and I'm sorry. And I love you guys, and this is going to be so much fun. 818-437-0886. And I'm thinking maybe on Friday we'll do the dolls. Because I have a doll you haven't met yet. You've met Owen and Rowan, but you've not met Luis. So here we go. And everybody in the universe has picked today to send me a text message, which is good. I love it when it's for my live, right, Colin? We love to get the text messages. All right, Erin sent me a link. We're going to share this link around. Please share the link around on your page, friends' pages. Let's share the link around. The only good thing about today that I didn't have to do before I came, I didn't have to put makeup on because I wore makeup for the DMV picture. Is that vain? Share the link around. All right. I love how people text you and ask for readings. Are you giving out readings today, Colin? People are like, hi, Sheena and Colin. Can I have a reading? I'm like, oh, is Colin giving out readings today? He comes bolting into the room, crawls right onto his purple pillows on my bed, puts his hand on top of my hand, and passes out. I know, did you know how long 10 minutes was? And you knew it was almost bedtime? And you love it when it's bedtime? Because bedtime is for snuggles, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh. I also got caught up with two people I love today that do not live in the area. And it was really nice, and it's made me want to plan a trip to go see them. I think that would be super fun. Remember, if you're outside of the US, just hit me up on WhatsApp. But you can't call me on WhatsApp like somebody is right now, because obviously I can't take a call. And I'm live on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you're having a trouble on YouTube, please go visit those other places. Share the link around. Do. I don't know why this arm is always sore. Uh-oh, this has the wrong link. That was me saying shit. Okay, hang on, guys. We gotta go over here and fix that. On the day I didn't want to be held up. Thank you, Erin, for putting up those links. You're the best. Now I got to put my links up, but I'm a slacker. All right, let's see. see if this fixes the problem. We're getting really good about me doing everything with him in my arms and him being really good about it. All right, let's see if this will work. Oh, you guys. All right, let's try this. All right, let's try this. Let's see what we got here. All right, now we got it. Ooh, somebody just texted me. What are your thoughts on astral projection? That's exciting. That's something I want to talk about. My thoughts on astral projection are... sometimes these things go really smooth, friends, and sometimes they're just tough. And you never know what you're going to get till you go live, so I apologize. Bear with me. And redo, which is totally doable, but a little time consuming, and for that I apologize. Okay, that's good. That one's done. This one is done. Perfect. Now here we go. All right, we're going to get to those readings like so soon. These are important because these are how all my people know how to find us and join our healing circle. And that's an important thing to me. But this won't even take 2 minutes to finish. I've already got half of them done. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope your loved ones are safe. I hope you're happy. I hope you're warm. I hope all is well. Not complaining, but I stood for a really long time at the DMV. And all these like folks like, 20, 30 years older than me are like hanging onto their walkers. And there's a limited amount of seats, right? And there's young, agile men sitting in the seats while these older ladies that can barely stand, that are like 80, are leaning on their walkers next to them. You gotta wonder sometimes, right? Dude, really? You're sitting there in the lap of luxury while the rest of us are standing and not even offering up your seat? Things that make you go, things that make you go, All right, I'm answering your text messages with a message that starts with, I'm answering your text messages. Thank you for your text message. If you do not receive one in 10 minutes, let me know. And I will resend it. Who wants to be first today? Who's gonna be first? Who's got stuff going on? Heather, I hope we're going to do your private session tonight. Sarah, if you're watching, I think we're going to do yours tomorrow. Be doing a lot of text messages tonight, text readings. I have a 1 and a 3 question private sessions. If those interest you, send me a text and I'll let you know how to get one. Mods, are we doing okay? Everybody good? Hi, TikTok. I sure love my TikTok people. Loving my TikTok. Who's this? And who's that? And what's going on there? I'll hold you in a minute. I will. I'll hold you. Cindy says Instagram's good. Do you need to be held? Yeah, it's okay. I'll hold you. I'll hold you. Am I the kind of mommy that always holds her baby? Oh, hang on. Got a battery issue here, folks. I have to hook up the multi-USB that'll let me charge all 4 phones at once. Come on. Come here. Come on. Oh, Dada, my man. All right, in 2 seconds, I'm going to announce who's first. Just need to get these texts out, and then Spirit can tell me. Kimberly. Kimberly, you're up first. Kimberly's up first. Kimberly says, hi, Sheena and Cullen. Happy hump day. Do you know what hump day is? Doesn't care. I was wondering, would you know how my sister's health is and if she will be okay? I worry about her. There's always something. She tells me everything, but I just feel like it's a lot to process. Thank you for all you do. Yeah, she really allows her mental stuff and her emotional stuff to mess up her physical being, right, Kimberly? I mean, she's just so emotionally and spiritually run down and in need of a cleanse that she it's like she's catching everything that comes down the pike, and not just things that are viral that you catch, but everything, bacterial stuff. This isn't right. This is out of balance. This hurts. That hurts. This is causing a rash. This is causing fatigue. I mean, it just never ends. And it's because she's just spiritually not cleaning herself out properly and needs a cleanse. You know, some people need a cleanse every night. I'm not saying you all need a cleanse every night, but there are people who need a cleanse every night. Colin? Cullen would like you to know that he gets a cleanse every night. And that's why he's the happiest man in the world. Yeah, this little guy, do a cleanse on him every night before he goes to bed. That's why he purrs all the time. I know. Are all your chakras balanced? Will you tell all these nice people, my name is Cullen, and I have all the same chakras that you have. In all the same places. I have a crown chakra. I have a third eye, I have a throat, I have a heart, I have a solar plexus, I have a sacral, and I have a root in my butt. Cullen has all the same stuff. Your dogs, your cats, all the same stuff. So Kimberly, your sister is just out of whack, and she doesn't do anything to clean herself out. She needs to be either getting cleanses or cleansing herself, and she's just not doing anything to help her situation. So let's all say some prayers. Everybody who's here now, let's say some prayers for Kimberly and her sister, and that her sister kind of gets it. Does that make sense? That would be awesome. Okay. Okay, guys. Who is next? Who's going to be next? I love the word ascension. Don't you love that word? Every time I think about that word, I feel so good. I had a perfume once called Ascend. I had my own perfume once. It was called Ascend. I love that. Maybe I'll have it again someday. I didn't put it out. I didn't make it. I just sponsored it and picked the scent. Okay. Oh my goodness. Big boy. All right, who's next? You guys are the best. Are you having fun? I'm sorry I started late today. It happens, right? I'm sorry. I humbly apologize, TikTok. I had to do this DMV thing. The DMV is not your friend. I hope that helped explain that. We got another Kimberly. Different Kimberly is up. Hang tight, Kimberly, because I've got the other Kimberly doing a follow-up. Kimberly says, my sister has diabetes and it's been taking her over, and I worry because my dad passed years ago from it. But you're right about my neck hurts, my shoulder hurts, teeth, etc., etc. Yeah, it's everything. It's everything. You know? I've been a diabetic since 2011, and I've noticed that a lot of my friends that have become diabetic since I have, it's sort of like the diabetes becomes the excuse for everything. And when they talk about diabetes on TV, especially when they're selling you drugs, they always make it sound so catastrophic. I love the commercial with that guy from Blackish, and he's like, even if your A1C is under control, you could still have a heart attack and a stroke. Well, dude, my dude, really? Even if you don't have diabetes, you could have a heart attack or a stroke. If your A1C is good, you're good. Get it good and keep it good. But I think there's so much fear that builds up that then it's like, oh my God, there's a fly on my nose. It's the diabetes. I mean, everything becomes the diabetes. And there's no living past it. And the truth is, I've lived a pretty normal life. Every once in a while, it'll take me a little longer to heal from something, and my sugars will be a little high, or, you know, my kidneys are a little dinged, but I don't know if that's from the diabetes or before I got my blood pressure under control, or from the fact that I lived on ibuprofen for so much of my life before I realized that that's very bad for everything. So you just have to, you know, you got to not let something take over your life. Take care of it, do your best to live with it, be healthy, but you can't make it the excuse to do nothing or to have fear or to not go out, or because all that stuff is really bad for your diabetes. There's a wonderful book by Stefan Rippich, who was a nurse practitioner and then became an EDD doctor. So he's an EDD instead of a PhD. He's a holistic doctor, and it's called The 30-Day Diabetes Cure. And the thing I loved about it, first of all, I did it when my sugars were through the roof, and it worked. Secondly, it's all about the things that affect your pancreas that aren't just what you think. Like sugar is better for you than artificial sugar because chemicals kill your pancreas. Not sleeping, not good. Stressing out all the time, not good for the pancreas. Eating a lot of artificial stuff like, you know, sodas and stuff all day, not good for the pancreas. There's all these things that are just frankly not good for the pancreas. And you have to figure out what they are. And a lot of them are holistic stuff. It's, are you sleeping? Are you laughing? Are you not stressed out all the time? You know, you're not supposed to be a ball of stress. That's not good for anything. So anyway, okay, Kimberly, you're up. Sorry about that. Kimberly says, hi, Sheena. I'm watching your Instagram live right now. My name is Kim, and I'm wondering if I could get a reading about my health. I've been having a lot of health issues recently, and I'm not quite sure what it's all about, but I'm wondering if you could tell me what the spirit guides say about it, if it's serious or not. I mean, it's not serious in that it's death to fatal, but it is just, you know, you're taking so much in energetically, honey, and you're not letting anything go. And that behavior, repeated behavior, will begin to wear your physical body down. And then you start developing all this weird stuff that you don't need. All right? So you need to breathe. It's so important that we breathe. And it's so important that we stay positive. And it's so important that we love. You know, Cullen makes me laugh every day. I have this niece named Antietam. She's a 110-pound Labrador Retriever. Man, she makes me laugh every day. Everything she does is hysterical. When she runs, when she walks, the way she'll knock me down on my butt to start on the couch so she can start kissing me. She swims in my pool. She was in my pool today, hysterical. She's funny when she plays. She has this toy, and it's like a log. It's like a soft log made of material. And she shakes it, and all these baby squirrels fly out of it. And then she has to go, and every squirrel squeaks. And she has to go to every squirrel and squeaky, squeaky, or I'll bring her a toy, and she'll like decimate the thing in 5 minutes. Just tear it up, tear out the squeaker, pull its ass out, I mean, she's hysterical to the point where it like kind of embarrasses my best friend. She's like, you know, take it easy on that toy. But I think it's great because she just has so much joy in her. And Cullen is just a ball of joy. And so you have to find the joy in things. Because so much of life is worry and it's stress, and you're just not finding your joy. So it's so important that you find your joy. And that you really live, right? We've only got so many days. You got to really live. Today I did the DMV. I had to drop a bunch of stuff off to return at UPS store. I had to throw out a bunch of trash. These are not fun things, but I spent 2 hours talking to my brother while he cleaned the pool, and we watched the dog play in the pool, and then I snuggled with my cat, and then I went and got a Thai iced tea, and I talked to one of my best friends on the phone for hours. And then I ate a chicken sandwich. I went to Cost Plus and picked up my Buddha. It was all fun. I'm here with you guys. You have to think of life as joy. How much joy is in your life? You know, I see all these psychics. Like, we know there's trolls, right? You guys know I got 10 troll pages on every social media platform at least. I see these psychics and every other message is, beware of trolls. People are impersonating me. Okay, look, everybody on the internet knows that everybody's impersonating everybody. We know that trolls suck and that they don't have our best intent at heart. And they're probably evil. Okay. But to take your page when you could be posting something uplifting and make it all about the trolls are coming and trolls, and they paint a picture of the troll and they put a red line through it and they write on the page, troll. Well, my God, you might as well give troll their own TV show at that point. I'd rather just post a picture of my backyard and my beautiful succulents. Have you ever seen that show, Life After People? It's basically about how if we go away, plants take over the world. So when I was 10 years ago, 11 years ago now, I had my hysterectomy and I was supposed to be in the hospital for 2 days and I was there for like a week and a half. And I got so anemic that I had to come back down here and stay at this house with my mom for 3 weeks. And my mom's friend was going into a retirement community and couldn't bring all her plants. So she hired someone to dig up her plants and bring them over here. And while I was in the hospital bed and learning to walk again, my ex planted those plants. And the biggest one was maybe this big, and the smallest one was maybe this big. And then basically they've just sat there. A couple years later, my mom died. This house sat here for like 6 years with nobody in it because I was too sad. Now the biggest one is like, it's like this big. It's giant. And even the little ones are like the huge. And that whole back line against my fence is these beautiful succulents. And even today, when my brother was over cleaning out the pool, he was like, man, this backyard. And a lot of it's thanks to him because he saw it looking kind of like Grey Gardens. And he's like, you know what? There's some beauty under here. And he pulled out the weeds and he cut back some stuff. And now we just sit there and we just let it grow. And it just grows on its own. And it's gorgeous. And then earlier this year, I met a lady on the Nextdoor app. She and her husband were going to an assisted living and she didn't want to lose her plants. And I remember promising my mom I wouldn't lose her plants. So I sent some guys over there with trucks and they brought 2 truckloads over of succulents and cactus. And now my whole yard is like, it's like a paradise. Everything's loved. Everything's growing. That's joy. That's what you should be spending with your time, right? Thinking of something that gives you joy. Go to a grocery store and get a lucky bamboo and rocks and water and stick it in your kitchen. Once a week, put water in it. If you want to get really crazy, order from Home Depot some lucky bamboo fertilizer and just go to town. And just do something that you love. Watch something grow. Call best friends and say, I love you. I totally love you. That's what it's about. Not spending all your time worrying about trolls and this and that. Bad things. Yeah, trolls, we all want to gut punch trolls. And then what? You gut punch a troll and another troll grows up in its place. It's just love. Find places to implement love into your life. There's so much love in the world. Go find it. You know? We're all holding on to things we shouldn't. We're holding on to people that have not treated us well. We're all doing that. We're holding on to loss from people we love. Oh, we're holding on to a child that wants constant hugs, so you're always holding it. Is that you? Find love. Why do I do these live videos with a cat in my arms? Why not? Because it feels good. Do what feels good. I like holding this child because it feels good. I give better readings when I have this beautiful love in my life. Look at this. Who wouldn't love this? Look at the back of his head. Guys, I wish he would show you his face more. Colin, everyone doesn't just want to see the back of your head, bud. My sweet guy. I know. All right, who's next? Who needs positivity in their life right now? Kim, I hope I helped with that. You got to let it go, baby. You're going to be okay. All right, Brandy, you're up. Joy. And then Emily. Let's hope there's not more than one. Brandy. Brandy says, what do you see in my future? Brandy, that's a general question. Ask me a specific question, and I will take you next. There's just, generals are really for private readings because there's so much, and we just don't have time for that right now. Okay, Joy, you are up. Joy says, hi, Sheena, my living situation has gotten worse, and I'm at my wit's end. Am I wrong for choosing my mental health right now over immersing myself again and doing too much for the woman we temporarily stay with? We've been arguing, and last night I had a panic attack. I feel as though I'm right in what I've been expressing and in feeling as though she's been expecting too much from me. Am I being fair in my staying out of the house as much as I'm able to? Oh, out of the house as much since I'm unable to do all she's asking. It's been hard because I don't want to enable people. I feel they should be doing more on their part to help me be able to maintain their home. Not sure where else to go, but I need out. Thanks so much. Hugs to you and the Cullen Master and the Cull Master. How about that name? The Cull Master. Yeah, sure, you got to do what's best for you. But you also have to remember when you're staying in someone's home, they kind of have an advantage over you, and they can ask you to do a lot of stuff, and you kind of have to live by their rules. And that's just sometimes to stay in that house, you got to do what they want. And it's not an ideal situation for anybody, but it may be something that's unavoidable while you're staying with her. So I think the focus should really be getting into your own place. Because I don't think you're going to be happy until you get into your own place. Does that make sense? Okay. Sending love to Joy and to both Kimberlys. Emily says, I just quit my new job because of my mental health. I can't even set foot in a store without having intense anxiety. What will happen if I don't work for the rest of my life? Will I go homeless? I go to therapy, but it doesn't really help because my depression and anxiety is that intense. I also take meds. Sweetie, you have to go to a psychiatrist and get a regimen for drugs and therapy. And you have to get a journal and start writing down happy thoughts every day. I know it's hard, and I know it's hard to have depression and anxiety. I get it. But you have to push yourself, because if you just enable yourself, the anxiety will eat you alive. Does that make sense? So today, when I was driving to the DMV, where I took my driving test when I was 16, and I'm always worried about new places. I don't know how much walking I'm going to have to do. Well, my knees are so messed up, I'm scared I'm going to be stuck somewhere and I'm not going to be able to do the walking. You know, I started having this panic attack because when I took my driving test when I was 16, I was fully in the throes of agoraphobia. And everything terrified me. And the thought of having to be there and having to be in that car and driving with a strange person, the whole thing was so stressful for me. And I started having stress. And then I realized this isn't even my anxiety. This is like 16-year-old Sheena anxiety from literally 40 years ago when I got my driving test. And I'm like, you're not taking a driving test. You're just, you're not stuck. Here's your car. Here's the bathroom. If you have to leave, you'll make another appointment. Just do this much. Now go to this window and do this much. Now go over here and do this much. And if it doesn't all get done today, go back and finish it out. You're going to be fine. But you have to keep pushing yourself. And then when I did, I was like, okay, now you get a Thai iced tea. About once a year I have one. It's the only caffeine I ever have. I don't do caffeine. But once a year I'll have a Thai iced tea. It's okay. You have to push yourself. And then it's okay to reward yourself. All right? I'm sending you so much love, Emily, and I'm not trying to tough love you. I'm not trying to be a parental figure. I'm not trying to sound stern, but take it from somebody. She said, should I focus on my mental health and not work? No, sweetheart. You should focus on your mental health and work at the same time. Because learning to go to a job and stay there and be in service and have a purpose is part of what will heal your mental health. Okay? I think it's wonderful the way we acknowledge mental illness now. And I wish that had been done for folks for the last 2,000 years, 10,000 years. But I will say that we now have a couple younger generations of people whose answer to everything is, I can't because I have mental health issues. The truth is, sweetheart, almost all of us have mental health issues of some kind. I have horrible anxiety my whole life. It's better because I've trained myself to be better. But if I didn't force myself to get out of the house and go do things, honey, I wouldn't be able to go and do anything. All right? You gotta get in the groove. Go to the job, make new friends, have a social life, be around people. Staying at home all the time by yourself, sweetie, that's not helping your mental illness at all. You know what happens when I stay home too much? I'm not around other people. I start to not want to be around other people. And that's stage 1 of when the anxiety's starting to come back. So I get my ass out. Okay? I tell you this for your own survival, sweetheart. Even if you just start working 2 days a week, 3 days a week, and then you get it up to more. got to be out where there's people. Okay? I love to be alone by myself. I'm an only child. I'm an introvert. I love it. But after a few days, if I'm not out with my tribe, I get weird and I don't want to go out. We need to fight against this. All right? Fight the power, baby. Okay, guys. Do, 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 do. All right, Brandy, you're up, sweetie. Brandy says, I need an answer from my dad in heaven. Do I stay where I'm at or should I move? Can you receive a message from him? Absolutely, sweetheart. He's saying move. He says not until you're ready. But definitely you're supposed to be moving. You know? It's time. Time to move, sweetie. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Guest booking. Ba 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 ba. Somebody just asked where Cullen is. Probably getting something to eat. He was here. He's probably like, I need to get something to eat, you guys. Oh, look at that orb. So Ava sent me a picture of an orb. Ava, that's not a spirit guide. That's an angelic. When something is that bright blue, look, I'll show you guys. When something is that bright blue, that's an angelic. That's bright. That's crazy. Yeah, if you blow it up really big, you can actually see it's angelic. Wow. Bringing you a ball of blue light, sweetie. That's beautiful. What a great story. Okay. All right. Emily, Joy, and Brandy. Sarah, you're up. If you guys want to book a private session with me, send me a text message and I'll send you all the info. How you guys doing? Good? Everybody good? Good. Sarah says, Sarah here, will my husband and I fix our marriage? Yeah, sweetie. It's going to take until the fall before you feel like it's really healed. So there's going to be some back and forth action during the summer, and it's going to feel a little rocky, but don't fret. Just know that's part of you two working it out and coming back together. Does that make sense? All right. Doing good, everybody? Okay. Everybody good? You guys are so good to each other. We know what it's like when, when I chew the ice, the water's running low. Okay. Okay. I did yours, right, Sarah? All right, Candlin says, hey, Sheena and Brother Cullen. Hope all is well with you both. Hopefully Spirit will give you a reading for me. Today my niece Jocelyn was at my house. She's 3 years old and will be 4 on September 1st. Anyway, she was walking around in the house and she came running back into the room we were in and said someone came out of my granddaughter Violet's room. And I asked her what they looked like or if they were big or little. And she said they were her cousin's size. I don't know which cousin she was referring to, but my question is if you could tell me who she saw. Yeah, she saw the spirit. It's in your house and lives in the room, in the closet of that room, sweetie. It's not very big. It's not a person spirit. It's a interdimensional spirit. Does that make sense? Looks like it's maybe between 3.5 and 4 feet. Is that about the size of the cousin she was referencing? And would you like anything else from anywhere? Question mark. Are you guys doing okay? Oh, she says, hang on. Candlin says, I have a lot of spirits in that room, and yes, it makes sense. Probably the same size as her cousin. Yeah. It's a little interdimensional. Big eyes. Ask her if it had big eyes. Very curious. Kind of always with the big, curious eyes. Pretty crazy. All right, you guys, I'm going to end a little bit early today because I had a long, crazy day. But I'll see you on Friday, and I'm going to try to start really close to on time. So find me on Friday. Like wherever you're at right now. Whatever page you're on, like it. All right? So you can come back and find me Friday at 4 o'clock. And go to my website, which is sheenametalspiritual.com. Visit that if you're interested in a private session or crystals or workshops or cleanses. Send me a text message. Till I see you next time, seek peace, live in love, lead with kindness, embrace unity. Always work to raise your vibration and know that you are love and you are loved and you're loved by me. And I'll see you next time. I love you guys.